Dr. Paul, and right now we're going to show you how to trim a dog's nails without hurting the dog.
Dr. Jan Paul has been a household name for years, bringing his unique veterinary expertise and down-to-earth charm to millions of viewers. The incredible Dr. Paul has become one of the most beloved veterinary shows on television, showcasing the challenges and triumphs of farm animal care, emergency treatments, and the daily grind of a rural veterinary practice. With over 20 seasons, Dr. Paul has helped thousands of animals while captivating audiences with his no-nonsense attitude and compassionate heart. However, even the strongest personalities face hardships, and Dr. Paul is no exception. Behind the success of the show, there have been challenges, controversies, legal battles, and health scares, but none as devastating as the tragic accident that many believe led to the end of the incredible Dr. Paul. The accident not only shook Dr. Paul and his team, but also left fans wondering about the future of the show. Could the beloved veterinarian recover from the heartbreak? Would this be the moment that forced him to step away from the cameras for good? Stay with us as we uncover the heartbreaking story behind this tragic event, the impact it had on Dr. Paul's career, and the ultimate fate of the incredible Dr. Paul. Dr. Jan Paul's journey from Dutch farm boy to veterinary icon began on September 4, 1942, in the Netherlands. Growing up in the Dutch countryside, his early years were shaped by the natural beauty and demands of farm life. His family's dairy farm became the foundation of his lifelong passion for animals. From a young age, he developed a strong connection to the animals that surrounded him, particularly the cows that his family raised. Every morning and evening, the routine of caring for the livestock brought lessons in responsibility, hard work, and the importance of providing proper care. Living on a dairy farm was more than just a lifestyle. It was a constant, immersive experience in understanding animal behavior and needs. Unlike those who grew up in urban environments, young Jan had the opportunity to observe the subtle ways animals communicated, responded to their surroundings, and required attention. Whether it was the early signs of illness, the anticipation of feeding time, or the social dynamics within the herd, these daily observations made a lasting impression. In those formative years, the local veterinarian was a respected and valued figure in the community. For a farming family, a veterinarian was not only a medical professional but also a trusted advisor. Dr. Paul witnessed firsthand how veterinarians played a crucial role in ensuring the health and productivity of livestock. Every visit from the vet was a significant event, and young Jan was often captivated by the process, from diagnosing illnesses to assisting in the delivery of calves. These moments left a deep imprint on his mind, and it was through these experiences that his fascination with veterinary medicine began to take shape. For a boy growing up on a farm, there were plenty of opportunities to get hands-on experience. Jan often assisted in tending to the animals, learning essential tasks like feeding, grooming, and monitoring their well-being. When a cow showed signs of illness, he observed the steps taken to diagnose and treat the problem. These early lessons in animal care were not just practical, they were formative. It was during these moments that Jan's admiration for veterinarians solidified into a dream of one day becoming a veterinarian himself. Pursuing that dream, however, would require dedication and years of rigorous study. In the Netherlands, becoming a veterinarian was no easy feat. The path to veterinary medicine involved intense academic preparation and acceptance into one of the country's esteemed institutions. For Jan, there was one clear choice: Utrecht University, known for its prestigious veterinary medicine program. Gaining admission to Utrecht University was a significant achievement, and for Jan Paul, it marked the beginning of a new chapter. The university's veterinary program was comprehensive and challenging, covering a vast range of subjects. Students were expected to master areas such as animal anatomy, physiology, pathology, pharmacology, and surgical techniques. The curriculum required both theoretical knowledge and practical application, pushing students to develop a deep understanding of the complexities of animal health. At Utrecht University, Jan was immersed in the world of veterinary science. He attended lectures, participated in laboratory work, and engaged in practical training that brought him face-to-face with the realities of animal care. The university's veterinary hospital provided hands-on experience, allowing students to observe and assist in real cases under the supervision of experienced veterinarians. From small animals like dogs and cats to larger farm animals like cows and horses, Jan's education exposed him to a wide variety of species. Studying veterinary medicine also meant understanding the relationship between animals and their human caretakers. The health of livestock was not only a matter of animal welfare, but also directly impacted the livelihoods of farmers. This perspective further deepened Jan's commitment to veterinary work as he recognized the essential role that veterinarians played in supporting rural communities. While the academic workload was demanding, Jan remained steadfast. His years of growing up on a farm had already prepared him for the resilience and problem-solving needed in the veterinary field. Every challenge he faced in the classroom was met with determination and a desire to learn. The practical nature of the program also provided him with the opportunity to refine his diagnostic skills and develop confidence in his abilities. Graduating with a Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree from Utrecht University was a proud accomplishment. It was a moment that reflected years of dedication, countless hours of study, and an unwavering passion for animal care. Earning his degree meant that Dr. Jan Paul was officially ready to take on the responsibilities of a veterinarian, a role he had dreamed of since childhood. But receiving his doctorate was just the beginning. Veterinary medicine is a lifelong learning journey, and Dr. Paul understood that every animal he treated would teach him something new. While the university had provided him with the knowledge and skills necessary to begin his career, the experiences that awaited him would further shape him as a veterinarian. His time at Utrecht University had also instilled in him a deep appreciation for the profession. He had seen the dedication of his professors, the camaraderie of his fellow students, and the profound impact that veterinarians could have on the world around them. Graduating as a veterinarian meant joining a community of professionals committed to the well-being of animals, a responsibility Dr. Paul took to heart. With his degree in hand, Dr. Paul stood at the threshold of a bright future. He was prepared to face the challenges that lay ahead and eager to put his knowledge into practice. Though he had spent years studying in the Netherlands, new opportunities awaited him beyond its borders. The next chapters of his life would take him across the Atlantic, where he would eventually establish a thriving veterinary practice and become a household name. But before the world knew him as the star of the incredible Dr. Paul, he was simply a boy from the Netherlands with a passion for animals, a passion that led him to pursue his dream and become a veterinarian. From his early days on the family farm to the prestigious halls of Utrecht University, every experience played a role in shaping the man he is today. Dr. Paul's story is a testament to the importance of determination, education, and following one's passion. His upbringing instilled in him a deep respect for animals, and his years at Utrecht University equipped him with the knowledge to provide them with the best care possible. While his path would eventually lead him to television screens and the hearts of millions, it was his early life and education that built the foundation for his incredible career. And as we reflect on those formative years, it's clear that Dr. Paul's dedication to animals has never wavered. Whether treating a beloved pet or a herd of cattle, his commitment to providing compassionate care remains at the core of everything he does. It's a legacy rooted in the lessons he learned on a Dutch dairy farm and the knowledge he gained at Utrecht University, a legacy that continues to inspire aspiring veterinarians and animal lovers alike. Dr. Jan Paul's story didn't end with earning his veterinary degree from Utrecht University. After completing his studies, his life took a significant turn that would shape his future. In the 1970s, Dr. Paul moved to the United States, a decision closely tied to his relationship with his wife, Diane Paul. The two had met during his time as an exchange student, forming a bond that would eventually lead them to build a life together in Michigan. Adjusting to a new country was no small task. Although Dr. Paul had gained extensive knowledge and experience in the field of veterinary medicine, practicing in the United States came with its own challenges. Veterinary regulations, treatment approaches, and community needs in Michigan were different from those in the Netherlands. However, his passion for animal care remained unwavering. He quickly adapted to his new environment and found work as a veterinarian, applying his skills and gaining hands-on experience in his new home. Working in Michigan provided Dr. Paul with first-hand insight into the region's agricultural landscape. Unlike urban areas where small animal clinics were common, rural communities had a greater need for veterinarians who specialized in large farm animals. Cows, horses, pigs, and sheep were the backbone of many family farms, and ensuring their health was vital to the livelihood of local farmers. This demand for quality veterinary care aligned perfectly with Dr. Paul's expertise. Having grown up on a dairy farm in the Netherlands, he understood the importance of providing reliable and efficient medical care for livestock and the practical approach to veterinary medicine. His ability to diagnose and treat animals quickly and effectively earned him the trust of the community. This connection to the community further strengthened his passion for his work and inspired him to take the next step in his career. By 1981, Dr. Paul and Diane made the life-changing decision to establish their own veterinary practice. They founded Paul Veterinary Services in Weidman, Michigan, with the goal of providing accessible and affordable veterinary care to rural farmers and animal owners. Starting a business from the ground up was a challenge, but the couple was determined to make it a success. The early days of Paul Veterinary Services were marked by long hours and tireless dedication. Unlike modern practices with large teams and advanced facilities, the clinic initially operated on a much smaller scale. Dr. Paul managed most of the medical work himself, often traveling from farm to tend to animals in need. Whether it was an emergency, saving a case of illness in a herd of cattle, or a routine vaccination, he was always willing to respond to a call. One of the defining characteristics of Dr. Paul's practice was his commitment to hands-on, practical veterinary care in rural Michigan. Farmers relied heavily on veterinarians who could provide immediate and effective treatments without unnecessary expenses. Dr. Paul's straightforward approach was both respected and appreciated by the local community. He didn't rely on expensive diagnostics or overly complicated procedures when a practical solution was available. Instead, his focus was always on providing the best possible care for the animal while keeping the farmer's circumstances in mind. This approach set Paul Veterinary Services apart. Word of Dr. Paul's reliable and compassionate care quickly spread, and the clinic's reputation grew over time. Despite the challenges of managing an ever-growing client base, Dr. Paul remained dedicated to his mission. Diane Paul played a vital role in the success of the clinic as a supportive partner. She helped manage the administrative side of the business, ensuring that everything ran smoothly, from scheduling appointments to handling the financial aspects of the practice. Diane's contributions were essential. Together, the couple built Paul Veterinary Services into a trusted name in the community. The clinic's focus on large farm animals was another key factor in its growth. While many veterinarians preferred to specialize in small animals, Dr. Paul's willingness to treat livestock set him apart. His background on a dairy farm gave him a unique understanding of the specific challenges that farmers faced. This knowledge allowed him to provide personalized care that directly addressed the needs of his clients. Over the years, the bonds Dr. Paul formed with local farmers became just as significant as the treatments he provided. For many, he wasn't just a veterinarian, he was a trusted friend and advisor. His genuine care for both animals and their owners left a lasting impact on the community. Whether it was helping a struggling cow deliver a calf or advising a farmer on herd management, Dr. Paul's dedication never wavered. Despite the physically demanding nature of his work, Dr. Paul approached each day with enthusiasm. Veterinary care in rural communities often meant dealing with unpredictable situations, harsh weather, and long hours, but for Dr. Paul, the satisfaction of helping animals and supporting the livelihoods of local farmers made every challenge worthwhile. Despite the accolades and fame, Dr. Paul remained grounded in his mission. The show never altered his approach to veterinary care or the way he treated his clients. He continued to prioritize the well-being of animals and the communities he served. For Dr. Paul, the greatest reward was not the awards or the television ratings. It was knowing that he made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless animals and their owners. The success of the incredible Dr. Paul also played a significant role in raising awareness about veterinary medicine. Many aspiring veterinarians found inspiration in Dr. Paul's story, choosing to pursue careers in animal care. The show highlighted the importance of veterinary work in rural areas and encouraged viewers to appreciate the dedication and skill required in the profession. However, Dr. Paul's remarkable career and the widespread success of the incredible Dr. Paul brought him admiration from countless fans, but alongside the praise, his journey has not been without controversy. As a veterinarian who often uses practical hands-on techniques, Dr. Paul's old-school methods have occasionally faced criticism from both viewers and fellow veterinarians. One of the most notable controversies arose in 2014 when Dr. Paul faced allegations of veterinary malpractice. The Michigan Board of Veterinary Medicine disciplined him for alleged negligence and incompetence. The case stemmed from a surgery performed on a dog where critics argued that the anesthesia monitoring was insufficient. The board concluded that Dr. Paul had not met the accepted standards of care in that particular instance. As a result, he faced penalties, including a fine and a requirement to complete continuing education courses to address the concerns raised. Despite this disciplinary action, Dr. Paul remained committed to his work and continued practicing veterinary medicine. Many fans stood by him, believing that his years of experience and dedication to animal care outweighed the criticisms. His supporters highlighted the fact that Dr. Paul often worked in challenging rural environments where immediate access to advanced medical equipment was limited. For these communities, having a veterinarian willing to provide prompt, affordable care was invaluable. In addition to the 2014 case, Dr. Paul faced other legal challenges over the years. Concerns about his methods and practices occasionally led to further scrutiny of his veterinary license. However, through these legal battles, he retained his ability to practice, and his continued dedication to his clients and their animals reinforced the belief among his supporters that he was doing what he believed was best for the animals in his care. Another point of criticism has been the treatment of animals as portrayed on The Incredible Dr. Paul. Some veterinarians and viewers have questioned the level of care and the sanitary practices shown on the show. Given the often graphic nature of veterinary procedures in a rural setting, not all viewers were comfortable with what they saw. Critics argued that certain practices, while practical, may not align with modern veterinary standards. However, Dr. Paul has consistently defended his approach, emphasizing the importance of practical veterinary care in agricultural communities. He has explained that his methods are based on decades of experience and a deep understanding of rural animal care, where farmers rely heavily on their livestock for their livelihoods. Swift and effective treatment is often the priority, and while the resources available in a rural clinic may differ from those in a state-of-the-art veterinary hospital, Dr. Paul's primary goal has always been to provide the best care possible within those limitations. It's also worth noting that veterinary medicine can involve complex decisions, particularly in rural settings where emergencies often arise. Dr. Paul's focus on saving animals' lives and relieving their suffering has been a consistent part of his work. While some may disagree with his methods, others recognize the practical necessity of making tough calls in challenging circumstances. His experience and resourcefulness have enabled him to treat thousands of animals over the years, often providing care when no other veterinarian was available. Additionally, the support Dr. Paul has received from fans and the broader farming community has been a testament to the impact of his work. For many rural families, Dr. Paul's presence has been a lifeline, offering accessible and affordable care for their animals. His willingness to travel long distances, respond to emergencies, and treat animals of all kinds has earned him lasting respect in these communities. Ultimately, while the controversies surrounding Dr. Paul have undoubtedly shaped his public perception, they have not diminished his passion for veterinary medicine. His steadfast commitment to his patients, his clients, and the animals he loves has remained unwavering. Through both challenges and triumphs, Dr. Paul has continued to serve his community with the same dedication that first led him to become a veterinarian. His story serves as a reminder that veterinary care, like any profession, is not without its complexities and ethical considerations. Dr. Paul's career reflects the realities of providing care in rural settings, where experience, resourcefulness, and compassion often make all the difference. Whether praised or criticized, his contributions to veterinary medicine and his impact on the lives of countless animals cannot be denied. As the incredible Dr. Paul continues to bring his work to audiences worldwide, fans remain drawn to his genuine love for animals and his unwavering dedication. For Dr. Paul, the most important measure of success has always been the well-being of the animals he treats and the trust of the communities he serves. The tragic accident that ended the incredible Dr. Paul marked the end of an era. Dr. Paul's journey had always been one of resilience and determination. From his humble beginnings in the Netherlands to his decades-long veterinary career in rural Michigan, his story resonated with countless viewers through The Incredible Dr. Paul. Behind the heartwarming scenes of animals being saved and communities being supported, however, there were mounting pressures that inevitably took a toll. Balancing a demanding veterinary practice with the grueling schedule of a television production was no small feat. While viewers saw the compassionate veterinarian tirelessly tending to animals, what they didn't see was the stress of managing both responsibilities. The long filming hours, the constant presence of cameras, and the growing expectations from fans added to the burden. Dr. Paul's commitment to his practice never wavered, but the pressure behind the scenes became increasingly difficult to manage. Adding to these challenges was the departure of key staff members, including Dr. Emily Thomas, a fan favorite who had become a beloved part of the show. Her decision to leave The Incredible Dr. Paul was a significant blow to the series. While she cited personal reasons and the need for a better work-life balance, her exit highlighted the demanding nature of both veterinary work and reality television. The absence of such a prominent and well-liked figure left a noticeable gap in the show's dynamic. At the same time, the television landscape was rapidly changing. Streaming services dominated the entertainment industry, and traditional cable networks faced steep competition. While The Incredible Dr. Paul maintained a loyal fanbase, overall viewership gradually declined. Fewer households tuned into cable channels, and the accessibility of on-demand content made it harder for long-running shows to retain their audiences. National Geographic Wild, like many networks, had to make difficult decisions about which programs to continue and which to conclude. However, the most significant blow to the incredible Dr. Paul came from a series of legal troubles. Throughout his career, Dr. Paul had faced criticism for his unconventional old-school methods. While his practical approach was praised by some, it also drew scrutiny from others in the veterinary field. These concerns eventually led to formal complaints and legal action. In 2019, a court ruling upheld findings that Dr. Paul had violated veterinary standards. The case centered around allegations of improper procedures and insufficient record-keeping. Though Dr. Paul defended his methods, insisting that his years of experience informed his decision-making, the ruling intensified the backlash. Public perception of the show shifted as critics questioned the ethics and quality of care portrayed on screen. Dr. Paul's appeal did little to quell the controversy, despite his insistence that his actions prioritized the well-being of animals. The damage to his reputation was significant. The controversy placed National Geographic Wild in a challenging position. The network had built a successful franchise around Dr. Paul's relatable charm and dedication, but the growing legal battles threatened to overshadow the show's legacy. Under mounting pressure, National Geographic Wild ultimately made the difficult decision to cancel the incredible Dr. Paul in early 2024. While the choice was not made lightly, the network cited the need to move forward and maintain its commitment to ethical storytelling. For fans who had followed Dr. Paul's journey for over a decade, the announcement marked the end of an era. Despite the show's conclusion, Dr. Paul's contributions to veterinary medicine remain undeniable. He has treated thousands of animals, often in remote areas where veterinary care is scarce. His dedication to providing affordable and accessible care to rural communities has left a lasting impact. For many, Dr. Paul's story will always be one of perseverance, compassion, and an unwavering love for animals.